Good afternoon, shavers around the world. How are we doing? It's Tim. It's Monday the 31st of October, Halloween if you're into such rituals. Although I don't ever do much for it, I suppose conceptually Halloween might be my favorite of the holidays, because it's just a screw off and have fun holiday. Which, we're only around this earth for a little bit, so screw off and have fun. Using Mitchell's today. Oh yeah, I miss this stuff. Today's kind of a new beginning for me, or at least a re-beginning. Last week, shit just went downhill for me. I don't know why, but it's like my shaves felt like I was brand new to wet shaving again. Irritation and not getting close and just generally being confused at the state of shaves. So I just gonna kind of redo again, start over, slow down. Use products I know. Just be a little more, pay a little more attention. I might have been talking. It might have just been a few off days. Who knows? Using the Slant, the feather. This will be its second shave. Let me double check that's loaded right. So what can happen? See, almost got me. What can happen with a Slant, or what does happen when you load your blade into a Slant, it doesn't always sit in place so that the blade exposure is even. You kind of have to tweak it when you load. Okay. Right, so that's fixed. Gonna let this sit and work for a minute. I guess I'll just BS. Like I said, Slant, feather on. This will be shave number 2 with it. I tore my face up pretty bad Saturday with the aim of trying to have the best shave I could for my daughter's birthday party, which went very well, thank you. And the shave was good, but holy crap did I end up hurting myself because I was using the Slant and just going for broke. Breaking every rule I've ever preached to anybody that's thinking about converting over to safety razors. So, I'm going to try and put that foolishness behind me, make this a good shave. Who the hell knows? In the background today, I've got, it's called In the Groove, Jazz and Beyond. It's a podcast coming from a college station in Connecticut. The host's name is Ken Laster. Yeah. Good stuff. Really good stuff if you like jazz. I'm not the world's biggest jazz fan, but I really appreciate it. And when I was really seeking to improve my physical fitness as quickly as I could, I use jazz as sort of a mental distraction game while working out, doing cardio. Because trying to keep track of where the rhythm is and going distracted my brain enough to not realize that my legs hurt, my chest hurt, felt like I was gonna die. So I would just concentrate super hard on something to make enough mental white noise to drown the pain out. Not pain like being stabbed in the arm pain, but the discomfort that comes from your heart beating at 170, 180 times a minute. Your legs screaming for oxygen as they become deprived just because there's just not enough cardiovascular fitness to go around while you're trying to maintain that for half an hour or so. So that's what jazz did for me. I gotta learn some kick-ass music while I was at it. And it's opened up a few doors for me. Musically. Not like I'm gonna go be a gigging jazz drummer or anything. I said I was trying to learn the rhythm. Truth be told, I think the drummer was the only one that knew where the hell one was, and I don't think he was sharing. That's the beautiful thing about groove, or at least to me. I think the one's overrated. I think time signatures are overrated. If you're all good and you can maintain a rhythmic cycle, more like Eastern musics, I think you can get some pretty cool results that way. Frank Zappa used to do a lot of stuff like that, where he'd do like a couple of bars of 3 and then a bar of 5 and 2 bars of 7, and then that pattern would loop. Now you could really add all that up and call it what it was, but as far as Western musical notation goes, trying to go easy, no pressure. Because that's what was getting me into trouble. I think I was getting cocky, and I did that to myself, which is open back up. Sweet. At least it doesn't hurt anymore. Yesterday it was all too eager to remind me all day. How are we doing here? 7-4, okay. Ooh, that's slippery. Try and get some of this rinsed off. I can grab. Of course, now I have to redo that. Problem solved. Oh yeah. Way better. I don't want to jinx myself, but so far this feels a lot better. And the Mitchells. Mitchells will just make your face feel great if you just want to wash your face before bed. I'm going to shut this off because it's about to anyways, and then I'll restart. Yay, that was quick. Didn't even rinse. Aren't I a professional? Something. Not too much light. There we go. Alright. Okie dokie. So, I hope everyone else's weekends went well. Mine did. The party was nice. Made a cake, sung happy birthday, let the kids all play, and then I crashed over at my buddy's house. And we stayed up until, I don't know, 5 o'clock or so and played Rock Band. Now imagine, we started at about 6. Well, we were kind of half-assing songs between having to check the food we were cooking on the grill and etc. But really, we started our party at about 6. And went until 5. You can imagine how I felt Sunday. It's a rather excellent reminder that I am not in my early 20s anymore. Those extra 10 years, although I don't feel hugely different day to day, I just can't do that kind of stuff with regularity anymore. I think that's all we're going to do to that spot, and didn't anger it too much. I'm resisting the urge to push on this razor harder so much. It's not that I normally use a lot of pressure. I think I was just getting cocky because of how good Mitchell's was the week I used it. And I had to have had my angle all wrong all last week to have as much as I had, much stubble as there still was coming into the third pass. So I'm gonna pay closer attention to angle this week. Well, from here on out, really. And kind of listen to the razor more. Yeah, we'll hit that again. I think I'm gonna let this sit on my mustache a little bit more. Just keep doing its thing. Because when I irritate myself, sensitivity increases for a few days or so, especially in my mustache and in my throat area. So that's why I'm gonna let that sit a little bit more. If I loosened my grip any more on this razor, it would fall out of my hand. Cool. Oh, I don't remember pet was weeping. Now I got one here. Yep, a few there, figures. And then the usual places. Not a perfect shape. By goodness, it's better than last week. That just goes to show you, even when you think you have something incredibly, seemingly simple, down to the point where you don't have to think about it much, and it's instinct of muscle memory, you can be mistaken. And arrogance will always bite you in the ass. Or misplaced confidence. I don't know if it was really arrogance. It wasn't intentional. I view arrogance as something that's usually intentional. See what we got. Yeah, nothing that really needs to touch up. And there's right down here, there's one, but it's not out far enough that I want to touch up. Aqua Velva, gonna be pretty generous today. I want the soothing, I want the burn. Unfortunately, I'm not really getting any burn. Well, fortunately and unfortunately. Just a little bit of that typical alcohol light sting. Nothing uncomfortable, which is right up my alley. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna super lather with Spike today. Whoops. That'll be tomorrow's project, I guess. I'll throw a little stick on there. Do 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 do. Nope, apparently that's just red from Saturday. Like I said, it was a hell of a few days of bad shaving there. Moving forward, we'll fix that right up. A little Nivea balm today. Almost went for my mentholated Gillette, but I decided to go for Nivea. Well, that's pretty good. I'm happy. Totally pleased and happy. Fahrenheit, if I can find the nozzle. It's, I think some of that hit. This stuff's pretty good. I dig it. Still got lots left. Really, those of you who don't have this and do watch, you should really order some Mitchell's Wool Fat. It's good, good, good stuff. The only caveat that really goes with it is if you are sensitive to lanolin, then you will not agree with Mitchell's. If you're not, it's good stuff. People always talk about hard water not working well with Mitchell's. Our water here is really, really, really hard, and I do okay. The thing is, you can't, the first few times you use it, it's not going to be amazing if you have hard water, and potentially if you have good water. But what you need to do, or what I would recommend, just let your puck sit submerged in water for an hour, 2, 3, overnight, whatever you're comfortable with. Yeah, anyways, let it soak for a while, and then try it again. I bet it works a bit better. Shut that off. And load long, load pretty dry. Don't use super hot water. I do use cooler water the days that I use mine. And then while I'm in the shower, I just let it let it sit with a teaspoon or two of water on it. And I try to only go for a teaspoon because then when I get out of the shower, I pour that into my lather bowl. That bit of soapy water really kickstarts it, while not being so watery that you end up with a big, airy, bubbly mess. And it will take a lot of water. Like you can get many consistencies of Mitchell's depending on how hydrated you like it. But it takes a lot more water than some other products before it breaks down and gets soupy. So with that, if you order it, good luck. Otherwise, enjoy your shaves. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.